Hello, my good friends. To get acquainted with these two amazing tools, be sure to stay with me until the end of the video. As usual, we are on the TradingView website. And we have set the time frame to 5 minutes. I remind you that this strategy can also be implemented on other higher time frames. And we are on the euro-dollar symbol, or EUR USD, but you can use this strategy on any symbol with high liquidity. To simply add the first indicator to our chart, we access the Indicators tab and type TSI in the search bar. Look, friends, we only need this first indicator, which is the True Strength Index, so we click on it. This TSI indicator filters out more noise compared to the main RSI indicator and can record price movements more effectively. It includes two lines, blue and red, where the blue line is our TSI line and the red line is our signal line. And this white dashed line that we see horizontally on the chart is called the zero line, or zero line. When we enter the indicator settings, the default settings are suitable and we don't need to change anything here. Also, when the blue line, which is our TSI line, has a bullish crossover, it means the blue line is above the red line. We are in a short-term upward movement, and conversely, it applies to a downward price trend as well. That is when our TSI line has a downward crossover, meaning the blue line forms below the red line, which is our signal line. We are in a downward movement. Additionally, to complete this strategy, we also need a second indicator, but before we introduce it, please support our small channel by liking and subscribing. Thank you, dear ones. So now, subsequently, we carefully open the Indicators tab and then type CMA, trend bar in the search bar, and then take a much closer look. Friends, this is the first indicator, which is the CMA trend bars. We need this indicator, so we click on it. As you can see, the color of our candles has also changed, and this tool includes two colors, red and green, which form the upward and downward trends for us. Let's enter the settings of this indicator and go to the Style tab. Here, we disable the bar color option so that we can see our original candles. Next, we go to the Input tab. Here we have the uptrend, and even if we change this number, it won't make significant changes to the chart for us. So it's just the default. This tool, with the significant help of TSI, assists us in making more well-informed decisions in identifying trends and safer entries. And sometimes, friends, not every signal that forms on the chart means that the signal is valid. See, in this section, the TSI indicator has issued a bullish signal for us, but as we can see, the CMA, EMA, trend boss indicator has not confirmed this signal and still shows a downward trend for us. We will completely disregard these contradictory signals, especially when the market lacks volume or is in a trading range. To preserve capital, we completely ignore the signals that are issued to us. Therefore, signals become important to us when they are issued in alignment with the overall trend. See, for example, here, the TSI indicator has come and issued a bearish signal for us. However, as we can see, this second indicator that we added to our chart, namely the CM, EMA trend bar, has not confirmed the signal. So overall, with the prior knowledge we have and the signals that are issued for us, we can make more informed decisions for our trades. This strategy will transform your trading, but before introducing this amazing and incredible strategy by subscribing to the channel and activating the bell, you will be informed of our next strategies faster. Alright, we are on the TradingView site and on the EUR USD symbol. And in any time frame you want, you can have this strategy, but we set it to 5 minutes because it delivers good performance. To add the first indicator to our chart, we open the Indicators tab and type Trend Magic in the search bar. See friends, we need this second indicator, and we click on it to apply it to our chart. Trend Magic is a well-known indicator that many traders use to confirm their trade entries and exits. When we enter the indicator settings, in the Input tab, we see that it is based on CCI and ATR, and there is another option here called Original Coloring. We come and disable this tick, which helps significantly in reducing noise and errors, especially during times when the market is stagnant, as we do not receive good signals from it, and constantly witness color changes. No other changes are necessary, and finally, we click on OK. When these lines are green, it indicates that the market is in an upward trend, like in these areas. And the candles must also be positioned above the indicator. And when these lines are red, and our price candles also form below this indicator, we are in a downward trend. But note that in areas like these, where the candles are compressed and forming on this line, we should ignore any signals issued by this indicator. So in congested areas, we need to be more cautious to ensure the reliability of the signals before making any decisions. This indicator typically cannot be used alone and needs to be combined with a stronger indicator, such as a more reliable one, to filter out false signals. But before we go ahead and add that second indicator to our chart, I would be delighted if you could give us a like and support us by subscribing to the channel. Alright, let's open the Indicators tab, and in the search bar, we simply type the word Tortuga. You see friends, we need the Tortuga cloud indicator, so we click on the method to open it on our chart. This tool is based on Ichimoku, and with specific calculations and the removal of extra noise, it aims to provide us with a reliable picture of market trends, and we can use it to identify long-term market trends. Also, its default settings are sometimes suitable friends and do not need to be changed. However, we will also customize its settings later on. But now let's see how this tool can be interpreted. Whenever the price is above the cloud, we are witnessing a price increase, and whenever the price is below the cloud and the cloud is red, we are in a downward movement. Whenever our candles are inside the clouds, like here, we ignore any signals that are issued and do not take them. In places we previously mentioned as being paralyzed for more assurance and safer trades, we also ignore these signals. When we enter the settings of this indicator and go to the Input tab, here we have the period set to 14. We change this number to 26, and the lower number, which is 2, we change to 1, 2. Have better settings. As I mentioned, you can also use the default settings of this tool. However, for better performance on your desired symbol, you can test these and see which one is more compatible. Whenever both tools issue a signal for us if the conditions are right, and with risk management and many other factors, we can consider trading. In the face of conflicting signals, we ignore those signals to have safer trades. Additionally, the Cortego, which is similar to the Ichimoku clouds, greatly assists us in understanding the market trend and making better assessments. I definitely recommend that you use this second indicator. My dear ones, if you found this strategy useful, we would be delighted if you share it with your friends and support us so that we can continue to provide more videos and new strategies. Stay happy and successful. Goodbye.